Hey guys, it's Evan the Cat King, and I am back after like 50 days of not uploading. I don't know why I didn't upload in that time. I kind of just forgot. I was kind of just enjoying my summer and just forgot. That's my only excuse. But today we are going for another What If Total Drama video. What if Beth didn't take the Tiki Doll in Total Drama Island? This one's all about the Beth one. But yeah, we'll start with Up the Creek because this is the episode that we're starting with. Because this is where Beth does take the cursed thing, the doll thing. That is where she takes it, but in the end, I don't think that this episode changes. This is going to be Izzy eliminated. It's weird because they play it off as if it's the curse that kind of is screwing up and causing the Screaming Gophers to lose all the challenges, but in reality, it's not. I don't think it has nothing to do with the doll, Tiki Doll thing. I doubt that it even gives bad luck. It's just this one is in Paintball Deer Hunter. It's the same. Cody goes home after getting mauled by a bear. Beth will realize that she doesn't like Heather and join Lashana and Gwen and whatever in going against her. But now, here, if you can't take the heat, then get out of the kitchen, I guess. I don't know. This is kind of the main episode of this What If, because this is where, the Tiki Doll is revealed, and this is where Beth gets eliminated. But if she, doesn't have the Tiki Doll, they still lose the challenge. No, I do not care if you think that the Tiki Doll caused their loss here. It didn't. They just weren't working well together for the past few challenges. And with it being that Beth doesn't have the Tiki Doll, there's no reason for her to get voted off here. Heather is gone. Heather is gone here if you can't take the heat. Alright. Who can you trust? This episode will have the same outcome. Because, Beth being here instead of Heather doesn't change anything, because Heather didn't really affect the episode very much. If anything, she helped with Gwen winning, and honestly, Heather holding onto it is the rope. I think Beth can easily hold on to a rope, but, yeah, so in the end, Sadie is staying to the eliminated person here. I don't think that Beth really screws anything up here. Basic straining. So, a lot of these challenges aren't changing. Because honestly, Beth being here doesn't really affect anything, because this is more of a single-person challenge. Beth might be able to do better than Heather. I doubt that she will do better than Heather, but it doesn't stop the fact that Gwen is going to win it for the Screaming Gophers, and then Harold will rig the votes to get Courtney booted. That's just how this episode is going to go. Extreme torture. Alright, we have an episode that will change again. Now that Heather isn't here, Harold will successfully be making it to the end of the third part of the challenge and win get Killer Bass the win. He's not going to get distracted by Heather's top ripping off. There's no reason for him not to win. So, yeah, so now we go on to the vote off, and I would like to mention that now Lindsay is playing a big role strategically. After spending so much time with Heather, she picked up some things and is now using that to try and stay in the game. She is able to get Owen on her side when voting, because they are both on the outs in the team, and in the end, though, Owen is going to be sent home because he isn't too close with anybody and screwed up the challenge for everybody. Yeah. He if it wasn't for Owen, they could have possibly won, but he made it so they couldn't move the couch anymore, causing them to lose the challenge. The first part of the challenge, if they had successfully done that, then they probably would have won, meaning that Owen gets sent home here. And yeah, Brunt of Disgustingness doesn't really change anything. But now we do have the return of both Izzy and Eva, and I forgot that now we are at the merge. So here, let me just quickly fix some things here and move everybody up into the merge. The merger. But yeah, Izzy and Eva won't change. They got out in the same episodes, so it doesn't really matter what happens here. They are still coming back, and yeah, this one is not going to change because Eva is not going to win. Lashana's still going to win, and Eva gets booted here because nobody likes Eva. She probably will get every single vote because now there's nobody who's going to vote for Heather. I don't know who Eva's going to vote for. Probably Bridget, but I don't know. Search and do not destroy. Okay, I don't think that anybody is going to get invincibility on this challenge because I don't think anybody will manage to beat Chef without help, and they don't have it. Now it's time for the elimination, and I think at this point, Duncan and the other guys are going to be sick of Harold and get him eliminated. I think that it will come out that Harold caused Courtney's elimination, and this will just add fuel to the fire, and Harold gets sent home. Search and do not destroy. This was the one episode. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't... if Beth gets Heather's thing, I don't see her beating beating Chef in, getting the key from the fridge, which has immunity, so I don't think anybody gets immunity here. Hide and be sneaky. For this episode, we have the whole guys alliance become a factor. Now, I think that the alliance will form, but it won't be exclusively guys in the alliance. I think that Trent and Jeff will work together to get Gwen and Bridget added to the alliance, and then convince Duncan because then they would have a majority right now. This results in Izzy getting sent home because they look to get rid of Izzy. Beth and Lindsay right now, and Izzy is the only one who they can see beating them in the challenge. Izzy is, because I think that Gwen and Bridget would also bring in Lashana to the alliance. So out of the people who are not in the alliance, it's Izzy, Beth, and Lindsay. And they're going to target Izzy right away because Izzy... she's crazy, and I mean, Owen, and there's no Owen here to try to stop it. There's no reason for them not to vote for Izzy. That's Off the Chain. Oh, the episode that I dread talking about with Total Drama Island What Ifs, because it isn't as easy to know how good people are at building bikes. Like, how am I supposed to know that? If they aren't in the episode, now I do think that I have figured out what would happen. So here it is. First off, we need to figure out who goes to the final race for invincibility. Now, Duncan and Lindsay are both going to make it. Duncan is getting there. Lindsay is making it. They both did very well. They got good bikes. Yeah, whatever. But who else? I believe that Gwen and Bridget will also make it because Gwen builds a good bike, but it only loses because of Jeff's crap bike. And Bridget, because they say she's athletic and sporty, and yeah. So I think that Bridget and Gwen join the group. I wanted to keep it as 4. It was down to Gwen or Trent, maybe, but I think that Gwen makes more sense than anybody else here. Her bike wasn't bad. She just got kind of unfortunate with how Jeff's bike fell apart, and that caused DJ to Jeff to wipe out because he was on her bike, and yeah. But this ends with Lindsay coming in first and then Bridget coming in second, resulting in Bridget going home here. I think that Gwen and Duncan will both wipe out somewhere else in the place. Yeah, so I think that it's just, yeah. Hook, line, and screamer. DJ screws up and gets sent home because he freaks out over something weird, I'm sure. I don't know. He freaks out over an owl hooing, I guess. I don't know. Why when Aqua Gone Wild? This challenge, I will give the people who weren't here originally the animals that the people they got eliminated. Beth gets the bear, Trent gets the chipmunk, and Lindsay gets the deer. This makes it Gwen once again win the challenge. But I keep forgetting this every single time I do this. It doesn't matter. This challenge is entirely for reward. There is no immunity in this challenge. I keep forgetting it. But yeah. This leads to the Alliance to vote out Lindsay because of her victory in the biking challenge. She showed her that she can win challenges, so that causes them to target her. Beth still hasn't really done much other than in this whole entire what if, but yeah. Trial by Tri-Arm Triathlon. Now we have the duo of Trent and Beth instead of Owen and Heather, because, I don't know, because they're the only ones who weren't here in the original. So we have Trent and Beth, we have Gwen and Jeff, and then Duncan and Lashana. It'll end with all of the teams tying because Lashana and Duncan will win the eating, Jeff and Gwen win the cave, and Beth and Trent win the head stacking. This all because I think that Beth could definitely she shows in action that she's she's good at remembering stuff, so I feel like she'd be good at that. And that results in her them winning that. And then honestly, Beth figuring that out doesn't really help her. Because she gets voted out here. Because they're looking to get rid of the last person in the Alliance, and also she is really nice like Jeff. They also vote for her because of that as well. They could vote for Jeff here, but I feel as if it makes more sense for them to finish off the people who are not in the Alliance and then just getting rid of Jeff randomly. Camp Castaways, it is the day of the losers or whatever. That episode name is so long, so I just go with Camp Castaways, and Lashana is gone. People keep on voting for her by accident, and that kind of causes just the whole thing to, yeah. It's the same thing. I also see Heather completely, just screwing with Lashana here, purposely voting for Lashana multiple times or something. Alright. Are we there, Yeti? Now we have the two teams of Gwen and Trent. Yep, I'm putting those two together. And Duncan and Jeff. I feel like Trent is the most girly out of the three, so he's going with his girlfriend. Now, this does result in Duncan and Jeff winning because they'd probably be better at stealing from Trent and Gwen if they even need to, because Trent and Gwen might get very distracted. I could see this causing a little lapse in their relationship. Trent, similar to Action, how he kind of loses focus on the $1 million. He might, instead of focusing on the challenge, he might be focusing too much on Gwen, but Gwen really wants to win, and yeah. This all ends with Trent getting voted off here. They just agree to get rid of Trent here instead of Gwen. They think that he could be a bigger challenge threat to them, so they vote him off. If it's even, or is it Chef choosing? I feel like Chef would choose Trent as well. I triple dog dare you. Now these three I feel like would all be pretty good at the dares. We see Gwen can handle herself in the. I feel like Duncan could definitely do it. I feel like Jeff could handle it, but I feel as if Jeff is going to be the worst of these three, and he's gonna lose, making Duncan and Gwen the two winners of this season, or the finalists, canon and non-canon winners. I don't know. That is how it's gonna go. Duncan and Gwen are the winners in this season. I feel like Gwen is the canon winner, Duncan probably the non-canon winner. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. I finally came back with another video. I don't know why I haven't been posting. I honestly don't know. I just have chosen not to, I guess. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!